Good morning. My name is Caroline Kihugu and this is Carol on the Move YouTube channel. In case you're new here, welcome and kindly consider subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always gracing this channel of mine and always becoming a partner. Today I'm going to I'm going to vlog about what I eat in a day. And basically every day is different, but we always have like 3 meals. And more, it's around 11. Actually, always have a problem taking breakfast in the morning immediately after I wake up because it makes me feel like puking throughout the day. So I like taking my breakfast from around 9, 10, 11 there. And what I'm having for today is a cup of coffee. I have some arrowroots and I have a pineapple. Today I thought of eating healthier, like eating kienyeji and a fruit, because why not? Also, apart from talking about what I eat in a day, I would also like to talk some business, because oftenly I get so many questions like, how can I start a waste management business? Like, how do you go about it and all that? Well, I'm going to speak about the place I know. Every place might be different, so I'm just going to speak about wherever I am. And I think everything starts with finding a problem to solve. Like, if you identify an area that needs your service, that's the first point. That's always the first thing. Because you can say that you want to come and start collecting waste in Murang'a or where else. There are people collecting, like you can go to like Nairobi where everybody is there. Like, you always need to like find a place that needs your services. So I think that's the first point. Then after that, of course, you need to have an NEMA license that is renewable yearly. Before, you would only get one license and use it for every county, for the whole country actually. But since last year, since either last year or last year but one, I'm not so sure, you have to collect a NEMA license for every county. Like, if you decide to collect in Kiambu, you have to get a NEMA license for Kiambu. If you have to get one for Murang'a, if you decide to collect in Murang'a, you get one for Murang'a. If you decide to get one for Mombasa, the same. Every county has their own NEMA license, unlike before. Also, you need to get the permission from the county, from the municipality, county municipality. Like, they need to know, because they manage the dump sites. So of course they need to give you the permission. And you also need to get a license from the county. So that is also renewable yearly. And it is prices differs for every county. So go to your county and inquire how much is needed for anything and how much, there is different kind of licenses for, and I'm talking about general waste here. There's different kind of waste. The domestic one, zile za nyumbani. There's also an industrial waste. It's different for every county, and they charge differently. For example, for Kiambu, okay, let me not mention the prices, but it's different for everywhere, for every county. So just go check them out, ask them, and you'll know about the prices. Of course, after getting the prices, after getting the license and the permission, some counties do regulate depending on the number of people collecting. Like, for example, here in Murang'a County, we have several garbage collectors. So the municipality has regulated who is supposed to collect where and why. The why they know, but they have regulated who is supposed to collect where. So it is closely monitored, because at the end of the day, if you just let people to do however they want, sometimes it gets chaotic, so they regulate and they monitor closely. Of course, you need to have a truck or just a means of transport, and a means of transport that will not go spoiling everywhere, because you can't collect, you can't clean just to go make another place a mess. So you, of course, you need to get a transport, and you also need to get the people who will doing the job, unless you want to do it yourself, which in most cases you can't. Also, you need to identify the means of collection you will be using. Like, are you going to use the liner bags? Are you going to use what do you call it? Are you going to use drums or chambers? How are you going to use? Because what else have I forgotten? Also, it's also different for every county, and at the dump side they charge differently for every county, so we'll just need to go learn and understand how each county, or the county you want to start working at, charges. So that's upon you to go do your due diligence. Of course, I'm not going to tell you how much we pay. So it is different for every county, and it's different for every type of waste. I talked about the general waste. Well, it comes to do with things to do with biomedical, things to do with sanitary, things to do with biohazardous. That's a different case, because like for hazardous waste, you need to get a different NEMA license. Of course, you need to get a license for the incineration place you'll be like taking your waste, because calling it biohazard means that it's something that's going to destroy the environment, and it should not be like taken anywhere. So it needs a bigger facility to hold that biohazard. Of course, even with the biohazard, the kind of car you use should also be enclosed. When it comes to do with things to do with the sanitary, you also need to get sanitary and biomedical. I think they're the same class. You need to get like a license, an NEMA license separately as well. Even if you have the general waste license and you want to start doing sanitary, you need to get a NEMA license for sanitary. That is for transportation. You need to get a license for the incineration. You'll be taking your waste, because for the medical and sanitary waste, you're not supposed to dump it at the dump sites. Of course, you need to identify an area with an incinerator and like take it there for incineration. You need, for the biomedical and the sanitary waste, the person collecting it, you are supposed to have them treated for yellow fever, and also have that yellow fever license. It's also a requirement. The sanitary actually and the biomedical needs a lot of things. A lot. There's a lot involved. It's like the way you handle foods like meat and all that, you know how much is needed, because these are something that might affect you in case you come into contact with them. And of course, things to do like with syringes, you can't just dump them anywhere. Oh, there's something else I forgot with the waste. That is both for the general and the medical and biohazard and sanitary waste. You need to get a tracking document that is given by the county. It's actually a requirement for NEMA, and as you go to get your NEMA license, tracking document is a requirement. You're required to provide a picture of the truck you're using. You also need to get a license of the place you'll be dumping, of course, because you need permission to do that. What else did I forget? That is for the license, for the NEMA license. Should I forget something else? Of course, you need the money to pay, and I think I'm forgetting some of the requirements, but there are several things you need to have. So the waste management area is quite wide, because you can just decide to deal with the recyclables, you can decide to do with the general waste, the medical waste, the biohazard waste. It's quite a huge, and for every department is differently and works differently. So sometimes you find that even in the general waste there are things that you can recycle, and if you decide to recycle them, like doing it as a business, of course there is a lot involved. You would like to know about that, I might do so in the next video, but most of the time what we do is collect the recyclables and sell to the vendor who is doing it locally at our area, because at the end of the day we don't have like the licenses and all that is needed. So although I tried that last time, and that's when I got to know about the so many requirements, so many requirements, because that's a whole business on its own. So yeah, I think that's it. Let me have my breakfast before it gets cold. In case you have anything to add or remove, kindly comment below. Feel free to do so below. And yeah, when I say I'm out of shopping, I am out of shopping. That was the last drop of cooking oil. This is my last meal of the day. I'm going to have black beans and bread and a glass or a cup of water. So yeah, that's it for this vlog. I'm going to have the last meal of the day and water, so, and call it a night. I think that's it for this vlog. See you tomorrow. If you've not already subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always coming back. I appreciate you. I thank you. Carol on the Move will not be a move without you guys. It will not be a movement without you guys. And thank you very much. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a Merry Christmas. I hope you're enjoying your last days of this year. And I hope you are peaceful, you're healthy, and I wish you all the best. Have a good night. If you're watching at night, have a good day. If you're watching during the day, and thank you. Mwah. I used to hate black beans, but these days I really like them. For some reason, I don't know why, but I like the black beans of late. And I think the coconut milk and the black pepper, I think, changes the taste of this whole meal.